In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Galaxy's Edge exclusive Black Series, the First Order multi-pack. Hello there, Star Wars fans. Welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video, and welcome to my review of the First Order multi-pack that is apparently exclusive to Galaxy's Edge. I can confirm that it isn't actually exclusive to Galaxy's Edge itself. I managed to actually pick this up in Disney Springs, so kind of anything that's Disney related, that's park related, you're going to be able to pick this bad boy up. So I think it's probably the best of the multi-packs that you can get, because you can get that droid one as well. But we chose this one, me and my son. He really wanted the Mountain Trooper, and I do think that that is the best figure out of the three, and you also get a little mouse droid as well. So let's just take a look at the packaging before we head on and look at the figures. So you've got some pretty good artwork there of Kylo Ren, Commander Pyre, the Mountain Trooper, and the little mouse droid there. And as you can see, there is Galaxy's Edge, or Batuu, in the background. So this Mountain Trooper here, he is actually exclusive to Batuu, I think. He's described as a Batuu Mountain Trooper. If we just read his bio on the back there. Like all First Order Stormtroopers, specialised units of Batuu Mountain Troopers are trained from birth, growing up with unit designations instead of names, and fed a steady diet of First Order propaganda to ensure absolute loyalty. So he's the one that I'm most interested in this set, and we're going to be taking a look at all the figures individually. This is how the packaging comes. It's pretty nice. As you can see on the side there, you've got the typical red side, just like it would be a normal 6-inch figure box, with the 4 figures, or essentially figures, on the side there. So you've got the Mountain Trooper, Kylo Ren, mouse droid, not sure if you can actually call that a figure or not, and Commander Pyre. No number on the side, obviously, because it's an exclusive. And there's the back with a little bio, which I've just read you, the Mountain Trooper. But and there you can see there, you've got the logo for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But as I mentioned, it isn't exactly exclusive to Galaxy's Edge. You can get this in any of the Disney parks and outside of Galaxy's Edge. Retails at $69.99, which is a little bit pricey for 3 figures and essentially a tiny little bit of plastic, which is the mouse droid. But all in all, I think it's probably worth it, because these 2 figures and the Commander Pyre, obviously completely exclusive. The Kylo Ren, as we'll see in a minute, is pretty much a rebuild of other figures that you can get in the Black Series. So basically you just open it up like that and it comes out like this, and there you can see the tray in there. The figures are out because I've already taken them out. I'm just going to take this tray out just to show you. Still got Kylo Ren's unlit hilt there, so haven't taken that out yet. Right, so let's get on to the figures. Okay then, first up is the Mountain Trooper. So this is the figure that I was really interested in when deciding on getting this multi-pack, or 3-pack, 4-pack, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, absolutely stunning figure. Such a shame that you can't get this one you know, on its own. As I said, he is the Mountain Trooper, exclusive to Batuu. So a totally new character, as it were, that's not in any of the films or anything like that. He might be in a comic, because I do believe there is a comic for Galaxy's Edge. So if we look at the helmet sculpt and the design, you can see that it is like a kit bash of a few different figures, really. So I can see a bit of Range Trooper in there. I can see a bit of Scarif Trooper in there. I can see a bit of a First Order Stormtrooper in there. And I can also see, if you look at it straight on, a little bit of Biker Scout Trooper in there as well. So really awesome helmet. I'm loving the design of it. And as you can see, the figure itself has lots of weathering and dirty bits on his armour, all over the helmet, on his shoulders, arms, torso, going down on his shirt there below his belt. And it carries on all the way down on his knee pads and on his shins, and even a little bit on his boots there. So really nice detail. Turning around, he's even got some scuffs and mud marks on his back as well. Not so much on the back of the boots. They kind of always seem to miss that. He's got this nice red bit on his pauldron there, which is pretty awesome. It doesn't say he's any type of commander or anything. He is just literally a Mountain Trooper, but perhaps that's got something to do with the rank, or maybe it's just the, you know, the division of Stormtrooper that he's in these Mountain Troopers. Maybe they all have that. Awesome looking weapon that he comes with there, as you can see. We're going to go through the articulation in a minute, but essentially it's a Black Series figure, so he is fully articulated. Absolutely lovely looking figure. As I said, it's just a shame that they haven't released him outside of this 4-pack or multi-pack. If we just move his gun out of the way there, I just want to show you a nice little detail on his armour there. That's a really nice little scuff there of battle damage in his armour. It's almost like a piece taken out of the armour, a big deep scratch, painted sort of silver. It's really like that sort of detail coming through. So there you go, awesome looking figure. So in terms of articulation on this dude, he is, as I say, a fully articulated 6-inch Black Series figure. So the head is on a ball. You get quite a lot of range on there, left, right, up and down. Shoulders are on ball hinge. They go up. And again, as we've seen recently, the armour on that pauldron is quite soft, so it helps it move. So it can go pretty much up to a right angle there. Obviously spins all the way around. You've got elbows swivel and on a hinge, and the wrists swivel. And they are on a hinge, but the armour is so hard around the wrist area that it's very difficult to actually use those hinges whatsoever. I actually broke this handle, or the hand flew out because I was really trying to move it. You can see it moves up and down, but it should have a lot more range than that. But because of the hard armour on the wrist, it doesn't move any more than that, unfortunately. He's got a really stiff torso, so plenty of movement around on there, but it is a really stiff joint. Obviously he's got ball hinged legs, slightly held up by the coat or skirt there that he has there. He's got a split at the thigh, double knee joints. We do have a hinge at the ankle, which obviously are on a rocker as well. So that is the Mountain Trooper. We're just going to take a quick look at the weapon that he comes with. Tiny bit of weathering on there, very nice. As you can see, a little bit of silver flash on there, but it's a decent sculpt. Really nice looking weapon. Nice little stock on there as well. Pretty awesome. Next up, we do have Commander Pyre. So this is the gold stormtrooper from the Resistance cartoon show on Disney Plus or Disney XD, one of the two. I don't know too much about this figure, although it does look pretty cool. I'm not really a fan of the fact that we're getting lots of different coloured stormtroopers. So obviously we've just got the Sith troopers, the red ones. Obviously we've got white, we've had black. You know, we've had the silver in Phasma, and now a gold one. It just, I don't know, it's just getting a bit much now. Obviously it helps them sell figures, having all these different variations, but all in all, decent looking figure. Obviously you could pretty much paint it silver and it'd be Captain Phasma, or you could pretty much paint it white and it would be a First Order Stormtrooper. Decent looking weapon, looks to me like exactly like Captain Phasma's, but obviously more of a gold effect on it. But as I say, I don't know too much about the Resistance program, so I can't comment too much on the character himself or herself. You do get a cool blaster which goes on the leg there, but that does have a habit of falling out. It's not that sturdy in there, unfortunately. Again, in terms of articulation with this one, lots of movement on the head. The torso on this one is really, really loose, so it's a lot more posable than the Mountain Trooper in terms of the torso anyway. Shoulders are on a ball hinge, so they can go right up like that, and on this one the armour plate actually goes, sort of locks within the shoulder, and they go all the way round. Swivel at the elbow, hinge, swivel at the wrist, and there's a hinge in there somewhere as well. We've got the usual articulation on the legs, ball jointed hips, split at the thigh, although that doesn't really, well, that it does move, but it's very, very stiff. Double knee joints, as you can see, hinge at the foot, and it also is on a rocker. So there you go then, that's Commander Pyre. Next up, we're going to have a look at the mouse droid, which is pretty awesome. So I really, really do like this. There's so much detail on this little guy. He's essentially one piece of plastic with some wheels plugged in at the bottom there. But I do like all this sort of paint effect that they've got on there, making the corners of him a bit more silver and worn, where he's hit things in the like corridors of the Death Star and what have you. But yeah, awesome to get a little mouse droid in 6-inch scale. Finally, we have Kylo Ren. Now, I do like this Kylo Ren because he's got his helmet on. A lot of the Kylo Rens that we've had before obviously come with the helmet off. Just a top tip. don't leave lightsabers around for cats to get them because they will chew them. So that's what's happened to that, if you're wondering, which isn't great, is it? But whatever. As you can see, the cape comes off. The cape is a soft vinyl plastic. It just sits over his shoulders, so you can have him in the pose there with the cape on, or if you'd like, you could take it off. Decent looking helmet there, look. You know, a lot of people don't really like the sequel trilogies and what have you, but you can't deny that that is a very cool helmet design. Looks awesome from the side view like that there. Very cool indeed. The rest of the figure is pretty much a repack of all the other Kylo Rens that you can get from the Episode 8 Last Jedi. So he's got this sort of cross-hatch tunic. As I say, I think there's a Walmart exclusive where he's got the scar on his face and he's got his hair down and everything. Exactly the same body and everything. Pretty much exactly the same. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the articulation of this guy. You've probably seen hundreds of videos, not of just of this exact figure, but of lots of different Kylo Rens. I'm sure you're fully aware of what this guy can do. But I just like him in this pose here, where he's sort of double gripping his lightsaber. It looks pretty cool. And I think he looks pretty damn menacing. That helmet sculpt. I wish he had just kept it on for the whole films. If you ask me, I don't think he should have ever taken it off in The Force Awakens. I think that kind of ruined the sort of menace of the character. But that's just my opinion. Anyway then, guys, I'd like to know your thoughts on this 4-pack, multi-pack, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comment section below. It would be good to know your thoughts, and let me know if you've actually got it yourselves. If you've been to Galaxy's Edge, let me know what you thought. Thank you very much for watching as usual, and we shall see you on the next one.